So we talked about integer addition last time, and we talked about the patterns, and we talked about the rule, and we sang a little song, which if you wait till the end, you're going to hear it again. But today we're going to talk about subtraction, so we're on page R28 of your notebook. All right, we're going to demonstrate what subtraction really is. And for most of us, we know how to subtract, but we need to think about it differently when we're talking about integers. So what we really want to know is, what is subtraction? Well, subtraction is really just adding a negative, okay? Because what we were doing it was subtracting. So every subtraction problem can be turned into an addition problem if you remember that subtraction is really just addition of the opposite. So we're going to leave the first number the same. We're going to change our problem to an addition problem, and then it's going to be addition of the opposite. So if you remember that subtraction is really just addition of the opposite, leave, change, opposite is what you're going to have to remember. So here we go. Let's put it into practice. Alright, 6 minus negative 3. I'm going to leave the 6. I'm going to change this to addition, LC. And I'm going to make this the opposite, LCO. So the opposite of negative 3 is positive 3. So 6 plus 3 we know is 9. Okay? This is number 2 on the practice problem there, or it might be mixed up a little bit, but just follow along. I'm going to leave this negative 8. I'm going to change this to addition, and I'm going to change this to the opposite. So the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5. So if I'm subtracting 5, that's the same as adding negative 5. Okay? Negative 8 plus negative 5, remember our addition rules. We add them together, we get 13, and we make it negative, because it's more negative. Let's do these last two real quick. 7, I'm going to change it to plus. The opposite of positive 13 is negative 13. Remember, if they have different signs, you're going to subtract. So take the difference, which is 6. And then take the sign of the larger number, which is negative. So the answer here is negative 6. And the last but not least, we're going to keep this negative 3. We're going to change it to plus. And what's the opposite of negative 9? That's right, positive 9. Different signs, subtract them. I get 6. And keep the sign of the larger one so it stays positive. Alright, so that's it for subtraction. Let's finish the song on page L27. And once again, I'm going to pan over and join Miss Taylor over here. And we're going to sing the second verse of our integer song. So, let's start off, Miss Taylor, by singing the first verse of the song together and then finish with the second verse. You ready?
Okay.
Same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract. Take the sign of the larger distance, then it'll be exact.
Woo!
Subtraction means opposite, so remember the simple rule. Leave, change, opposite, remember LCO.
Woo!